But anyways, let's get back. So you go to South by Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that was really a turning point for you because that's when you said, hey, granted, you can have a lot of fun at South by Southwest, but it was a business trip too. It wasn't Panama City. It wasn't Miami. It wasn't, I don't know where anybody else goes on the East Coast for spring break that's worth a damn. And it wasn't just chilling at the crib, stacking bread, and just not doing nothing because that's what some people do. So you go to South by Southwest, and what do you pull out of that experience?
So going down to South by, like, that's where I met a lot of different people. Like I realized the power of relationships and networking. Because when you're down there, like, you see a bunch of people from the city that, like, well, at the time there wasn't a lot of people from Atlanta down there. There was just a lot of like random people that I knew in the music scene in Atlanta that you might not have been like you might not have known in the music scene. Like I probably would have never spoken to them until we were all in Texas together. Like, damn, I know your face from somewhere. Yo, your name is Blase Blase. So we chopped it up like that. So building genuine relationships. So that's really where I tapped in with like B Wright from Cremo and Dez, who now run 6 Degrees, and they started working with eardrummers. I met them like they went to Morehouse and shit, but like we didn't really tap in with each other until we were ran to each other in South by Southwest, and they were like, "Yo, like, oh, you working?" Like it's a different atmosphere when you see somebody in a different state. It's a notable face or a face that's a familiar face for you, and now you're like, shit, that's the homie. I'm gonna look out for him. Like we probably said prior to that, we probably had said maybe 20 words to each other. Like, what's up? Yo, what's good? Like at a party or something. But then now that we see each other out of state, now it's like, it's crazy. If I'm coming up to a door and they at the door, they're like, yo, he with us, come on. Or vice versa. If I'm going somewhere and I'm like, yo, that's my niggas, come on. So we built a genuine relationship like that.
Bro, that's dope. And the funny thing about the Morehouse thing, right? People ask you, hey, my cousin went to Morehouse same time you were there. Do you know him? No, I don't. Like, sorry. It's a bunch of men.
Like, bro, I have no idea.
I know my circle. But if you ever go out of town and you remember a face from Morehouse and they remember your face, no matter what your relationship was on campus, 9 times out of 10, it's love. Like, I remember I went to Hampton Homecoming in 14. I run into a guy that I knew. We had been in the same room multiple times, but never had a conversation. He grabbed me, and for the sake of this homecoming, he was an alpha, right? He goes, "Hey, you with me? Come on." And I go, "Bro, I'm with the nah, nigga, you with me." So I end up mobbing with him for like a couple of hours during that day. Then I run into Kid, Jero, and Chris Wade. And these are people I actually know by like name and face now. They're like, "What you doing out here?" I'm like, "What y'all doing out here?" And they're like, "Come on, bro, come to the Q-tip with us." So now I'm eating chicken, drinking oil, and like I got drunk and full for free. And again, these are people I knew by face. We didn't necessarily run the same crowds. We would sometimes be in the same rooms, and it was never any beef. But then when you see people out, you actually be like, "Oh yeah, let me look out for dog just because I know where he come from."
Facts. It happens, bro. It happens way more times than you would expect, bro. Like I literally I'd have been to so many homecomings and randomly ran into people from Morehouse, even Spelman nights. Like they'd be like, "Oh, like I was at a cigar bar in Atlanta like maybe a couple weeks ago, and a girl was like, she was checking me out, like she was checking out my car. And she was like, 'You went to Morehouse, didn't you?' And I was like, 'Yeah.' She was like, 'I know your face.' I was like, 'Whoa, okay, cool. That mean I get a discount on something?' She's like, 'Yeah, I got a shot. Come on, take a shot. Shit, let's do it. What we doing?' Like, so it's love. It's always love. The AUC unity is always love.
Yeah, man, it is. And that's the one thing that I take away from that experience more than anything is damn what they teach you in the class, damn all that history and tradition, all the other stuff. The network is like the biggest thing because you have so many people from all over the country and really all over the world, but more specifically, like all over the country. And that reach becomes so far so quickly because say you go to UNC, pretty much everybody there is from North Carolina.
Facts.
I go to UGA, pretty much everybody there is from Georgia. But then you go to Morehouse, I want to say 30% Georgia.
Facts.
Like I go back from before me and I look after me. I can only think of one person from Cartersville who went to Morehouse, and it's 45 minutes away from the city. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Then you meet people from LA, DC, New York who went to high school together, and they got their same high school clique in the AUC. And it's like, damn, bro. Like, going right down the street, and ain't none of these niggas here.